What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with a Mailday recap. Got a stack of stuff to share with you today. Been over 3 weeks or so since my last Mailday video. Been super busy, but I still have been picking stuff up when I see some cool stuff to add to the PC. So huge variety here, modern, vintage, graded, non-graded, bunch of stuff. I'm going to get into it super quickly here. And first off, showing off that 2012 Topps Update Bryce Harper rookie. Bryce Harper, the latest addition to the Philadelphia Phillies. Monster deal. By now, everyone's heard of it. 13 years, $330 million. He is the superstar Philadelphia craved and needed. It's absolutely been great so far. Obviously, they haven't gotten on the field in a big-time game yet or any type of meaningful game, but the amount of energy he's infused into the city and the fans and the Phillies, ticket sales, jersey sales, it has all been off the charts, record-breaking in every way. So hopefully he can, help this team, help on the field. He obviously has a ton of talent. I think Citizens Bank Park is built for him, and the Phillies have just added a ton of talent this offseason. So I am psyched for opening day. It's hard to believe it's just about 3 weeks away. So as a baseball fan, I'm pumped. So that's the first card I'm showing off. This is a cool card. It's grown in popularity over the years. Didn't really used to be one of his more popular rookies, but it is now. All right, let's move on. Here's some cheap pickups. Bought these one night. I think it was an eBay Bucks offer and just kind of ran into them, and they were cheap. PSA Gem Mint 10 for less than the price of getting this card graded. It's a Francisco Lindor. These are the Throwback Thursday cards, so I like that product that Topps puts out. They're on-demand ordering from the site. And if I can get them cheap, I pick them up. So I'm a Lindor fan, so I picked that up. I did pick up this Bryce Harper. This was back before the signing when I got this. But again, I've collected some Harper cards for years. Obviously, I'll ramp that up a little bit now with him being a Philadelphia Philly. But picked this up. Just thought it was a cool card. Really like the look of it. So that's a nice one there. And then the Miguel Andujar rookie. And again, combined shipping, that's another reason I'll pick up multiples when I see a few cards that are at auction going for less than I think they should be valued at. So some nice Throwback Thursday cards there that are cool. Here's another one I picked up. It's a Juan Soto, PSA Gem Mint 10. Soto doesn't have a crazy amount of rookie cards. He's got a few in mainline products, and then he's got a couple for Throwback Thursdays and the Topps on-demand stuff. So, to me, if you can get him cheap enough, I think he's worth picking up. So, I think I got this for like $21. So, for me, when you factor in the cost of the card, the cost of getting it graded, I mean, that's, to me, well worth it. And then you can get some cards with no additional shipping. Picked up this J.P. Crawford in a PSA Mint 9. Obviously, with the living set, I prefer the Gem Mint 10s, but this was like $5, and again, no additional shipping, so I decided to just pick it up. Thought it was nice for the collection, even though Crawford is now with the Seattle Mariners. Here's just another value buy, Max Scherzer. I think his rookies will gain some more momentum as the season goes on. He's a guy who's, hobby-wise, gained a lot of momentum in recent years with all the Hall of Fame talk. This is the Ginter rookie. Will never be the most sought-after rookie card, but in the PSA Gem Mint 10, if you can get it cheap, I think it's worth picking up. I already have one for the collection, but this one was just going super cheap at auction. And when I see cards that are, in my opinion, super undervalued at auction and you can snag them cheap, I always try and do that. That's what I did here with this Miguel Andujar from the 2018 Topps Chrome. This is the pink refractor. The pink refractors in Update are super tough. You only get 2 per value pack, and the value packs weren't easy to find, so to grab this in a Gem Mint 10 for about $13, to me, was a no-brainer. Let's see what else we got here. We got some vintage coming up. We have a super mix of stuff. All right, this is a 1933 Gaudy Jim Elliott. It's a fair 1.5, so obviously a cheap, lousy grade. Some people would probably stick their nose up to the grade and not want to add it to the collection, and not even want a common like Jim Elliott, but to me, that's just an awesome-looking card. I mean, look at the big league chewing gum. Just love that pitching pose. Just super cool, super old school. Jim Elliott was a Philly. So that's why I picked it up. I always search out some of the old school Phillies cards. And, to me, I mean, it's only a 1.5, but I think it has great eye appeal. I think that is a cool card for the collection. I've gotten really into the vintage and the pre-war stuff. I think it's amazing. You just have to be selective. So I pick up random Hall of Famers for the collection, and then I love picking up the common Phillies guys. I think it's a fun aspect of the hobby, and the low grade stuff super not expensive. That one was, I don't remember the specific price offhand, but it was definitely less than $15. All right, how about a little run on Richie Ashburn's? Been trying to work on the Richie Ashburn registry. Picked up some additional cards. This is the rare 1954 Red Heart. It's a PSA 3, so would love to get it a little higher, but this is a tough card. It's very expensive. I mean, raw copies, guys ask for astronomical prices. I did want to get it slabbed, and I thought that this was the best deal I could come by at the best price. It's not even going to show up on camera unless I bring it real close, but there is a little crease there, but overall, it's not in a bad spot. It doesn't really, to me, affect the overall eye appeal all that much, so that's a cool card. Really happy to add it to the Phillies and Richie Ashburn collection. There's another Ashburn here. This is a PSA 6.5, the 1956 Topps Grayback. So I'm doing really well with the Ashburns. The only two I actually need for the registry slab now are the 1949 Bowman, which is very pricey, and I've been keeping an eye out for them, for one of them. And then I actually need the 51 Bowman in a slab, which I do have a raw copy, and then I have one that I actually just sent off to PSA that I don't think will get graded too highly. I think it'll probably only get like a 3, but I just wanted to get one slabbed. And if I could pick one up that looks nice before, the 85 or 90 days or whatever it'll be till PSA gets that back to me, I'll consider picking it up. But the 56 is super nice. Love that little photo there on the right side. Love the portrait shot. So beautiful card. Really happy to pick it up. And Ashburn's, I've mentioned it a few times in recent videos. He's one of those guys. He is a Hall of Famer, and he is inexpensive. He is definitely, the Bowman rookie is pricey, but the rest of his cards are not too bad. So if you can find a player from your favorite team, Hall of Fame caliber player that's cheap, I say go for it. Here's a 1975 Topps Carl Yastrzemski, PSA 5, so not a great grade. Nice eye appeal, cool card, love the look of it, and it's just a random. I think I bought this on Probstein. It was pretty cheap. I won it, and he's really good with combined shipping. You can kind of wait a few days and win multiple auctions, so that's what I did with this. Just thought it'd be a nice addition to the Hall of Fame slab collection, so happy to add that. And then with the free shipping, couldn't resist picking up the Juan Samuel 1986 Donruss highlights. It's obviously not a big card at all. It's a PSA Mint 9, so it's not worth much, but I won this for 99 cents. So to me, I was like, I get a mint slab, a Philly, a guy who had a little impact on the franchise for 99 cents. Can you really turn it down? In my opinion, I couldn't, so that's a cool one there. I'm sure some of the Phillies fans out there will appreciate that Juan Samuel. And here is a super random Allen and Ginter auto. We've got Ivory Crockett. He's obviously a runner, and I don't know a whole lot about him. This one's graded a Mint 9. It's an auto grade. It's got kind of like that light little pen. I don't even know how to exactly explain it. It's a cross between like a marker and a pen. Again, I don't know much about this guy, but it's a Ginter. I collect Ginters, and I paid like $4 for it, so I was like, well, for $4, why not add a slab Ginter to the collection? So, a little Crockett auto action there. All right, next up we have a couple Hall of Famers. First up, a sweet Allen and Ginter, 2006 Allen and Ginter, Bob Feller auto. Beautiful auto. Look at that signature. Got a Beckett autograph 10 grade. Don't generally love the Beckett slabs, but I certainly trust their evaluation of autographs for sure. So, happy to add this one. Really happy. Every now and then I just search Allen and Ginter autos, especially when there's an eBay sale. So was really happy to be able to submit an offer and get that Bob Feller. This next one I believe was a win from Probstein as well. It's Tony Gwynn Diamond Kings PSA DNA certified autograph. Got this one I want to say maybe it was like $40. It might have been high 30s. To me, it was an absolute bargain. Beautiful card, beautiful signature. Looks great. Love the Diamond King cards, specifically the old school ones from the 80s. And they look great with a little ink, and Tony Gwynn was an all-time great for sure. So that's just an awesome addition to the autograph collection. Couple vintage baseball. There's a Johnny Padres 1959 Topps PSA near mint to mint 8. Beautiful card. Love the look of it. Johnny Padres, one of those guys who's not a Hall of Famer but had a fabulous career. Has a little bit of a Phillies connection as he was the pitching coach of the 93 Phils. So he's one of those guys that I just enjoy collecting from time to time. Don't go crazy buying his stuff or looking for his stuff, but when there's a sale and I'm looking at lots of vintage cards, if I see Johnny Padres, I usually hit that watch button, and if I can get it at a good price, I like to pick it up. So super clean card there. Here is an iconic card that I'm thrilled to finally add. Been looking to add this one for a while. It's the 1953 Topps Satchel Paige PSA 2.5. Awesome looking card. Love the overall look of it. Certainly as a 2.5, it's not going to be in perfect condition. There's little surface wrinkles through it. You can see on either side of his face, but that's just a beautiful card. I know I've seen a few other people have picked up this card, and Paige really only has a few playing day cards, so the others are pretty much unaffordable. So the 53 Topps, if you get it in a low grade, it's not too bad. You can definitely get it at auction at an okay price. If you combine that with an eBay sale or eBay Bucks coupons, you can make it work. So to me, obviously there's a lot of people who collect the high-end vintage and the high-grade vintage, and I think that's great, but I do think most collectors are being or have been priced out of that. I think there's a really solid future for mid-grade and even low-grade vintage stuff, the older stuff specifically. I think you're going to see those prices continue to kind of escalate as the years go on, as more and more people get back into the hobby and want to add some of the iconic cards to their collection. So I think it's a solid time to buy some of the stuff. I know it has risen in general over the last few years, but I still think there's a lot of room for growth. So definitely wanted to get in and get my Satchel Paige while I had an opportunity to do so, and I just think that's a fabulous looking card. So I love 53 Topps. I know most people love 52 Topps. I actually like 53 Topps much more than 52 Topps. I mean, I like 52 Topps, but 53 I just think is great. Here's a 2013 Topps Finest Cliff Lee 93 Finest Refractor PSA Mint 9. Beautiful card. I'm a huge fan of 93 Finest. Just think it's an iconic and beautiful set, and the refractors are just unbelievable. I mean, look at that shine. Absolutely incredible. So 2013 Finest wasn't the greatest looking Finest set, but their 93 Finest insert set, which is huge, was awesome. The refractors are incredible. They are numbered to 25, so they're tough to find. I'm hoping to put together the entire Phillies set at some point. I have Utley, Howard, and Halladay, and now Cliff Lee. I know off the top of my head I still need Rollins, Hamels, and Carlos Ruiz, and I think there's another player or two they made as well that I would hope to pick up at some point, but you do not see these refractors come to auction very often, so I'm always keeping an eye out for them. Here's another Phil's card. It's a 2018 Bowman Chrome Rhys Hoskins rookie card. It's PSA Gem Mint 10. This is the photo variation. Just one I came across. Got it at a pretty good price. Hoskins stuff has been going pretty cheap. It might start to rise a little bit because there's an increased interest in the Phillies right now with the Harper mania going on. But Hoskins has a chance to break out in a big way this year. We'll see if it happens or not. I mean, he's certainly not the youngest. He wasn't the youngest of rookies, but if he can have an impact on the sport for a few years, I think you could see his stuff rise a little bit. We'll see if he can sustain the rise should it happen, but either way, I just collect him because he's a Philly and he's a hell of a lot of fun to watch hit. All right, here's a 1970 Kellogg's Chris Short, PSA Mint 9. Awesome looking card. Gotta love that 3D look. Really, really cool. And I just continue to add examples of some oddballs to the Phillies collection. Always like to pick up players that made an impact on the team and the franchise and you'd hear about for years. And Chris Short certainly did that, so thought this was a cool card and not expensive at all, which has been the theme of a lot of what I've picked up. Here's a PSA 5 from 1959 Topps. Ace Hurlers, Pierce and Roberts. So nice Robin Roberts addition to the collection. So really nice card. Those combo cards from the 50s you can usually get nice and cheap. Here's a Richie Ashburn 50 Bowman. I actually already have one of these. This is a PSA 5. But when I'm watching all these auctions, especially if they're from the same sellers, and I see a card that I just like, I just follow it. And if in the final moments it's very affordable and lower than I think it should be, then I usually just toss a bid in and say, what the heck, it's not going to hurt to pick up a duplicate. So I love this 50 Bowman card. I think it's awesome. Just an iconic image of Richie Ashburn, Hall of Fame hitter for the Philadelphia Phillies. Some more Phillies vintage, 1956 Topps Robin Roberts, 56 Topps. I've already shown off the Ashburn. They're just beautiful cards. Look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that card. You can't tell me that that's not an awesome looking baseball card. It's an excellent mint 6, but the card itself looks like a gem mint 11. Shout out to Bob Lewis. Here's another Robin Roberts, and this is the 60 Topps set, which is another beautiful set. Colors all over the place, dual images, PSA 6, awesome card. Really happy to add that one. And then the final slabbed card I have is a T207 brown background George Chalmers. So you see Chalmers, Philadelphia National. So George Chalmers, I always like to look up these guys after I pick up their cards. And I think he pitched about 6 seasons or so. I can't, off the top of my head, I want to say he was like 29 and 41, something like that. He was under 500 for his career. Obviously, his ERA was fairly low. It was in the low 3s, but everyone's ERAs back then were that low. But what really stood out to me was the fact that he pitched the game in the 1915 World Series where the Phillies got beat down by the Red Sox. And he pitched, I think, 8 innings, gave up 2 runs, so he didn't pitch bad, but they did lose that game and lose the series. So, thought it was a cool pickup. It's a miscut, which I usually try and avoid, VG3, but this one was super cheap. I won it, I don't know, maybe like $13, $14, something like that. And I remember actually, like, literally like 20 minutes later, Zombie Collector, I was talking to him on Facebook, and he sent me a link to another auction and was like, yo, this looks like a cool card that you would like. I was like, yo, I literally just picked that card up. So let's a look at the slabbed cards. I do have some non-slab stuff as well. A few things I'll show off real quick. Here is a really nice Jorge Alfaro. He was traded to the Miami Marlins in the JT Realmuto trade, but this is the Rookie Cup autograph from Topps Now. I actually got this one for nothing, got it with my rewards. They put out the Rookie Cup set and then some autograph variations of some of the players. I just thought it was a cool card to add to the Phillies collection. So I like Alfaro. I have high hopes for his future. I think he's got tremendous power and he's got an unbelievable arm. I think the Marlins got themselves a nice player, and we'll see what happens with Sixto Sanchez, who has a really high ceiling but a lot of risk as well. So there's a nice Alfaro pickup for the collection. Here's a few cards I picked up at the Philly show, all low-end stuff. Picked up 2 Utley rookies from Bowman Heritage. He only has the Bowman Heritage and then Bowman rookies. These were 50 cents each, and the centering looked spectacular. Probably look and see if they're worth grading. Might be tough. Here's a Ryan Howard first Bowman Chrome card in the USA uniform. I actually did not have this card, so again, 50 cents to me was a no doubt about it. There's a nice Aaron Nola from Archives. Beautiful looking autograph there. Picked up 2 of those. Just think the Topps Archives autos are awesome looking. And then here's a Aaron Nola from Topps Bowman Inception with a nice auto there. So picked up a few cheap Nola autos. Keep them in the collection. And what else we got here? Here's a few random pickups. This is a very lengthy video. These are Cole Hamels from Chrome Sapphire. It's a red parallel numbered to 10. Got this for 99 cents. Hamels is a guy, for what he did with the Phillies, I'll always collect. Here's a nice Tommy autograph on a Ginter. Got to send this in and get this slabbed. Beautiful looking card. Featuring him in the Twins uni, so I know some of the Twins fans out there will enjoy that one. Here's a Harper rookie. Bought this one on sportlots.com. Got it for $6, so I thought that was a great deal. Sent it in a holder with writing on it and tape, but I don't care. I replace all the top loaders that come in through the mail anyway. My dream would be to get this sucker signed in blue. I don't know that will happen anytime soon, but that is one of the reasons I picked it up, in case that opportunity would arise. It's a nice Nick Pivetta on the 83. This is from Topps Update last year. Love the 83 inserts. Nice blue signature. Pivetta's got some filthy stuff. He's a potential breakout candidate. The thing that scares me with him is that a ton of guys are predicting he has a breakout season, and I feel like there's just too many people jumping on that bandwagon. But he was, either way, an absolute steal from the Washington Nationals in the Jonathan Papelbon trade. So that's a beautiful auto to add to the Phillies collection. And then I have a few football cards real quick. We got a Troy Brown, Patriots Hall of Fame auto. Not sure what product this is out of, but picked it up. We've got from Panini 1, this crazy product that's like $160 a box. I got this Teddy Bruschi for $40. You see 4 pieces of material. It's numbered to 49. It is a beautiful looking card. Signed awesome in blue. Got 2 colored there down on the right. You've got the light blue from, I guess, one of the old school Patriots jerseys, and the darker blue on the right side. So I actually got some 3-color action on the top right side as well. So it's an awesome card. Panini 1, they look great. They look like they'd be impossible to break, but there are a lot of cards that you see really cheap on eBay. So if you're looking for a player from your team, it's worth checking out. Here's a 2010 Topps Chrome Rob Gronkowski Orange Refractor. It's a PSA Mint 9. I'm someone who prefers the PSA Gem Mint 10s as opposed to the fine 9s, but sometimes you just can't argue with the price, and you can just get a card so cheap in a slab that it's well worth picking up. So, cool rookie card of a future Hall of Famer there. And then I got into a Select, Panini Select. I still want to call it Score Select from back in the day with Score and stuff way before Panini, but picked up the Patriots in one of them. So got some different Bradys, Josh Gordon, Sonny Michel. So I'll have to go through these, see if any of the Bradys are worth slabbing. This is a nice one there. That's numbered to 199. And Rob Gronkowski. So that was the base and the lower end parallels. What I did hit in it was a Sonny Michel jersey swatch card. So no real big deal there, numbered to 149. Obviously, he had an incredible postseason. And then the biggest card would be this one here, which looks really good. This is a sticker auto. I got to admit, the sticker is really well hidden because of the design. I mean, you can see it when you look for it, but it does not stand out like most sticker autos do. Either way, I will say that an on-card would certainly look better. This one's numbered 8 of 10, so that's a pretty big card there. That was a really nice hit. The gold X-Fractor look. I don't know what they call these things, but it's certainly an X-Fractor if you go to the top side of things. So that's a cool addition to the collection there. So some nice stuff. A lot of pickups. This was a very lengthy video. I do have some more stuff I could show off, but I'm going to save it for another video. I got a few cards that came in from fellow YouTubers. I got a 4 Sharp Corners purchase and a COM-C purchase, and you can look for that video coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below. Let me know what you think. I know it was a ton. It was a ton to check out. And post down below if you watch this entire video, because I know it was pretty lengthy. Post that you're going to go check out Mr. Fisher Bike's channel. And if you do that and you check out his channel, I'll do a random at some point, and someone will get themselves a little prize. So, alright guys, post that comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.